Hey, it's hammer time. Hi, Glenn Hammer, Chamber Business News.
All right.
Got my great friend, Arizona Corporation Commissioner Andy Tobin.
Great.
Andy, can I call you Andy?
Yeah, we've been through wars together. You can call me whatever you want.
Fellow native New Yorker.
Yeah,
no one would ever peg us as coming from New York.
That,
I know that, we're sort of incognito here. But what brought you out to Arizona?
You know, my father was a New York City police officer, and he got solicited to be the chief of police at Kingman. He didn't get the job, but they flew him out here, and he fell in love with Arizona. And he says, I'm retiring, and we're moving out here. And he took all my siblings, and they left me back in New York all by myself. and of course, what's not to love when you come out here a few times and your family's here, and you start getting used to a place that's this beautiful.
And on the business side, you were CEO of an aerospace company. Can you talk a little bit about that and how that shaped your views later when you were in elected office?
Well, this is coming from the United States JCs, where I got to work on policy. I found a niche in a place that I love in Prescott, and ran a large aerospace company, a couple hundred folks, which is large for Prescott. And that's where I began my learning curve, I think you could say, with the maquiladoras in Mexico and through Honeywell, and trying to kind of breach that international divide and share in the economies of scale, working with folks in another country that could really help us. They were able to take parts away from our company that we could affordably then open up capacity for to do more. And I don't see another state, other than Arizona, as having a governor who is promoting this like Governor Doug Ducey. I mean, I'm just so proud of him. I mean, you went with me when we were trying to open a trade office when I was speaker, and we did it, but we did it without the help. That you can imagine what we'd have done if the governor was with us then.
I've got to say, Andy, you've made improving the relationship and building the relationship with Mexico a priority. And I do remember us discussing your desire to open a trade office in Mexico City, and it was not the easiest time to do it, and you made it happen.
Well, I made it happen because we had a lot of help. First off, we had friends on the other side of the border who also were anxious to keep these relationships open. And we had the leadership of the Arizona Chamber of Commerce, who was willing to take a chance and a risk on me at that time, and to go with me and to bring great credibility to us. And quite frankly, the city of Phoenix stepped up and were part of that whole, and it exists today. And I look back on the times that we did. We had Kirk Adams had just left the speaker's office to move on, and we're getting involved in a congressional race, and we had just written the Arizona Commerce Authority, and we birthed that, and so much was happening. And today I'm looking back on those very, very difficult choices that we made, and you can see where they landed right. And that, having the Arizona Chamber help us and build that relationship in Mexico and open that trade office was a great part of that legacy for that time period that things were that bad. And they were tough. That was one of the big stars in the parliament.
Well, a couple of real quick wrap-ups.
Yeah.
Favorite childhood memory?
We would go fishing in Long Beach, and my grandfather taught me to surf fish, and my dad taught me how to go off and fish off the bay. And I do miss those times. As I look back, sports fills a young boy's mind, and it's hard to find a place other than New York to see, that's bigger in sports than we are. But at the end of the day, I think it was those times, those quiet times with your dad and your grandpa on the ocean.
No, those are nice. Those are good times.
Yeah.
What right now are you reading, listening to, or watching these days that you recommend to viewers to take a look at?
Oh boy, so a Little Chapel on the River. It's about New York. It's about a little bar in New York. It's about during 9/11 and how all those little communities came together. And so it's so I just picked it up. So that's kind of been a start for me. What am I watching? I'm watching like crazy. I'm a political junkie, but I'm a policy junkie mostly. So I'm watching our NAFTA issue like crazy. I'm watching our trade issues. I believe Arizona, like you do, we are the gateway to the Americas here, and I think the next 100 years of growth and trade are all coming right through where we sit today.
Final thing, and I have no idea what's coming on this one.
Good.
But what song would you most like played if when you're walking into a room? What captures Andy Tobin?
I just got to think that nothing's more chilling than to hear the national anthem at a baseball game. So I still get chills when I hear that, and I think it talks about our nation. If you can't feel it, I can't explain it.
I get goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah, I do too.
That's a great. I love that response.
Yeah. Wow.
Andy Tobin, thank you for joining us.
Are you kidding? So nice to be here with my friends.
Likewise.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.